Guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Sandra. If you're meeting me for the very first time, and I am based in Awka, Anambra State, Nigeria. So in today's video we are going to be hitting the nail on the head. Like seriously, you guys, are going to be coming out open today and raw, irrespective of who our stone is going to hit, because for the past 2 days I've had this mixed feelings about this whole thing called marriage. Okay, because from the title you can already tell the topic I've come to discuss. I want to talk about this woman that died recently, a few days ago. I've seen a lot of videos. I've watched, in fact I'm tired of watching videos, and I've seen a lot of videos, people filming, talking about how her husband has been beating her, blah blah blah, her sister coming out to talk. I want to allow you guys to watch one of our videos so that you guys will get to know the person I'm talking about, so that you will not be confused about who we are talking about. So her name is OSINACHI. She's a singer, and she sang so many songs, like so many inspirational, spirit-filled songs, honestly, you guys. And her songs blessed so many of us, and through her songs many people were led to Christ. So it's quite unfortunate that this woman, you know, had to die the way she did. So let me just allow you people to watch the video to get to know her, get to know some of the songs that she sang, before I come back to say what I have to say about her death. Thing I want to talk about concerning the death of this woman, like the one that pained me most, is the fact that a lot of people, even her sister's interview, if some of you that read the interview, you will hear when the sister said that they have told her severally to leave the marriage, but she refused to leave the marriage until the man killed her, because she didn't die her natural death. The man actually killed her. The man killed her, like with his bare hands. That's what it means. The man beat her to death. This is going to sound as a lesson to so many women out there. You are in an abusive marriage. Your husband beats you every day. Whichever way, even if it's only slap, ordinary slap, me I cannot take slap from you. No matter how much I love you, I will run away with all my life. I'm going to run. So like I said, no matter how much I love you, and you ever one day threaten to beat me, to raise your hand, to hit me for any reason at all, marriage I will run away with my life. Honestly, you guys, I am not the likes of my mother them that endured so much in their marriage, to the point that they will hit them and they will still be there. Everybody is busy now talking about OSINACHI because she's a popular person. She's a celebrity. Listen, many women are still, even as we speak now, a woman is being beaten. Even as we talk, as we are watching this video now, somebody somewhere, one animal somewhere is hitting somebody's daughter somewhere. That is how serious domestic violence is now, especially against women. I know this saying that okudi na munye ade on, like husband and wife talk. You put your one leg, even the one leg said, don't put one leg. You talk about it from afar. I know this is one of the reasons why this lady died now, because you can't tell me that her family did not tell her to leave the marriage. They must have told her, okay? And she insisted on staying in the marriage. But look at that now. It led to her death. Me, Sandra, I cannot tolerate domestic violence of any type at all. Any type, at all, I cannot tolerate it. Look at how a beautiful woman like that left her children behind to die. Trust me, in the next 6 months now, you hear that that useless man has remarried. He will marry. He will remarry to another woman that he will kill very soon. To another woman that he will continue to be, because a woman beater is a woman beater. And these things start from small. Parents, you have a lot of work to do where your male children is. You have a lot to do in their life, especially your male children. Even your female children. Teach them when to leave, when to walk away, when to take a walk out of somebody's life. We that we grew up in the eastern part, you know that when a boy hits a girl, or maybe when a girl and a boy fight, anybody that comes there will be like, why did you go and fight a boy? Don't you know that you people don't have the same strength? Why did you go and fight the boy? That's what you hear, and that's it. No other judgment. Even my siblings, my younger ones, the boys, they know that once you, any one of them that tries to touch Chiamaka is a problem. I don't take it lightly on them. I remember those days when we were growing up, when Chibeze beat Chiamaka. Ha! I showed him pepper. You know what is pepper? I showed him pepper because that's how it starts. That is how it starts. From beating your sister, slapping your girlfriend, beating your little sister, your cousins. Before you know it, you marry and you see yourself hitting your wife. Any man that beats a woman is a bastard, is a coward. If you want to show your strength, go to Agboro Park. All those people that take Mkpurumiri, that take cocaine, go and fight them. Let them finish you. Don't come and be demonstrating your power on a harmless woman. In as much as OSINACHI did not do well not to leave that marriage, because now people are using her to preach, people are using her to set examples when she is gone. In as much as she should have left the marriage early enough with her life, at least now the news will be everywhere that, oh, she left her marriage, she is divorced, she is no longer living with her husband. It's better, and she still have her life. A living dog is better than a dead lion. It's better that there is rumor everywhere. She's no longer living with her husband, or she is no longer with her husband, than now that the rumor is everywhere that her husband beat her to death. It's better. Me, Sandra, I prefer it. You push, you gossip. Let the media carry it. Let them say I left my husband, than that I am no longer alive now to raise my children. Maybe. What will I tell my God? She is supposed to have left that beast of a man. You have the mind to hit a woman on her chest, to kick her. Meaning you don't want her to live at all. You never loved her. What kind of a man would profess love to a woman today? Because you can't tell me, if he has not been professing love to her sometimes, you cannot tell me that they will have up to 4 children. Is not a small thing. Yes, they have 4 children together. Meaning the marriage, like, it's been over 10 years that they got married. And this thing did not start now. It must have started a long time ago, and she was busy tolerating it, enduring, being hopeful. My husband is going to change. Praying for a beast to change and turn into a human being. He's a beast. He does not have conscience. Any man that hits a wife does not have conscience. Any man that hits a woman, not just your wife, if you can stand hitting a woman and she's crying, if you can stand her tears, you are a devil in human form, in human body. You are not a human being. If you can stand a woman you sleep with, a woman that has gone through labor to give you children, crying, and you are hitting her with your hands, you don't have conscience. You don't deserve to live among human beings. They're supposed to take you to the zoo where you belong to. She is supposed to have left that marriage. People around her would have compelled her, convinced her to leave the marriage. If I have such a person as a friend, you hit my friend, and I know you hit all the time, I will convince her to leave the marriage. Let me be a bad friend. Let her live with her life than to come and die, and then we all weep over her. Trust me, in the next 1 week, you will no longer be hearing about OSINACHI. Something else must have happened that the media will carry. There will be fresh news. This is Nigeria. Fresh news will come out, and she will be forgotten for life. Even God in heaven will not be happy with her. That she stayed in that marriage until she died. God will not be happy with her. Because when God is showing you a red flag, you, as a Christian, as a child of God that you are, you should be wise enough to know when God is giving you a danger sign. The devil can possess anybody to attack you. The devil can possess your husband. The devil can possess your wife. The devil can possess your best friend. The devil can possess anybody to harm you. You can't tell me that if it was the woman beating the wife, the husband, that marriage will still hold and they have 4 children. It's impossible. Just talk back at him one day. Try it and raise your voice at him one day. He will so much claim rights, so much tell you that you don't have such right to do such, let alone when you hit him. Can a man stand a woman slapping him? So why should we be rehabilitation centers for useless men, untrained young men? Another question I have is the family of this young man, don't they, the family of this beast that killed this singer now, so they don't see all that is going on. They don't have anything to say, because I've not heard anybody from the husband's side come out to say anything. I remember when I was living at Navy, one man that is our next compound neighbor, he beats the wife all the time. One night I could not bear it. Around past 11 in the night, I could not endure that woman's cry. She was crying, and this is a public compound that they have about 15 tenants living in that compound. Nobody came out. The thing no let me endure. I had to call these Bakassi people. If you are in Navy, you know the people I'm talking about. I called them to come. They came to my side because they know my place. They came to my place and I gave them 5,000. I told them, this man beats this woman every time. Do you know they had to use leg to break the door to go in? And guess what? The woman was tied to a table. That kind of a man does not deserve to be among human beings. If I have started my YouTube channel as at that time, there is nothing that will make me not to video that man and put him out here. Tied a woman to a table and was beating her the way you like. Where is your conscience? You that is a man watching this video now and you beat your wife. Where is your conscience? That was how they gave that man. I love what they did, because they first of all gave him the beating of his life before they now handed him over to the police to finish him up. And until I left that place, nobody knew that I was the one that placed that call. Nobody knew that I was the one that placed the call. But every single person that came there that night was like, oh, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God that somebody can come to the rescue of this woman. They were suspecting themselves in the compound who placed the call. They didn't know that it was me, a neighbor, an outside neighbor that placed the call. If you're a woman and you're watching this video and your husband is beating you and people are telling you to leave the marriage and you are still there, it's better for you to be dialoguing on whether you are going back or not from afar than with one eye. And they have not finished marrying people with 2 eyes. It's person with 1 eye. Or maybe you lose your life just like this singer now. I know the church has a very important role to play in things like this, because so many pastors will advise you to remain in the marriage. Are you surprised? Yes. So many pastors will advise you. What would people say? What would the Church of God say? Remain in the marriage. You know your status as a deaconess. You know your status as a choir leader. You know your status as a this, as a that. Remain in the marriage. They will call you and him and resolve and preach the word of God. And after that, you go home and receive another beating in less than 1 week. At a point, the woman, because women, we're always reserved. It's our nature. You will be tired of complaining. And that's it. And sometimes your family will even tell you that so many people, it's also happening in their own family, that they don't report to you. And you'll be dying in silence. And before you know it, you lose your life. That's your children you are looking at that is making you, oh, I love my children so much, I don't want to leave. You have right to take your children with you. Cater for them from wherever you are. Love them from wherever you are. But you need your life. They need you when they have made money to see who to lavish their money on. They need your advice, your motherly love to grow. Now that this woman is no more, tell me if this man is not going to remarry and another woman is going to come and do whatever she likes to the children she left behind. Honestly, you guys, this thing is burning my mind. When I watch videos about how the man beat her, how these things happen, how that happened, it hurts my spirit, because these are things that would have been averted if only she left that marriage early enough. Maybe she's scared of criticism, what people will say. So many women die in silence in their abusive marriages because they don't want people to talk about them. They cannot stand criticism. They cannot stand what people will say. What will my friends say? What will that person say? It is better that you gossip about me, carry my name, say whatever you like, and I am comfortable in my shoes. It is better that you are gossiping, my name is on the media, but I'm still alive, than that I am dead and you're talking about me. Everything that would have been said if she was divorced, if she had left that marriage, people have said, oh, now, so what's that? Now that she's dead. So what are you trying to say? Why won't you walk away from a beast of a husband, of a woman beater? Why won't you walk away from an abusive marriage just because you don't want people to talk? You don't know what they are going to say. They will carry my name, they will talk, they will that, they will this. You and I are the reason why so many women are still in abusive marriage and refuse to go. You and I, our mouth, because we can't keep our mouth shut. Once they see a woman that left her husband, bam, that's it. Everybody's mouth, everybody. It's not everybody that has the heart to stand criticism. It's not everybody that has the strong mind to stand when people are trolling her. So they remain there just because they don't want people to talk. And at the end of it all, they die. So learn it now that it's better for you to walk away from an abusive marriage than to remain there. Leave, go, run for your life. So many women has died. Like I said before, even as you're watching this video now, a useless man somewhere is hitting somebody's daughter, even as you're watching this video. OSINACHI's own is popular because she is a celebrity. What about women that don't have voice? That cannot speak for themselves? What about women that cannot stand up for themselves to speak? So many of them, because they don't have job, it's their husband that feeds them. That is why I strongly believe in women, female empowerment. Let you as a woman have something to do. I remember the pressure I got when everybody was pressurizing me. Remarry here, remarry there, everybody remarry. I know why it took me that long. I needed to stand as a woman. Not that I didn't see suitors. They were coming. I know I'm a beautiful woman. So many of them were flocking around me. But I had to take my time. I had to take my time to make sure that I have something I'm doing that earns me small money of my own. Even if it's one naira, my own money. It's not easy for somebody that is going into a marriage as a single person, let alone me that I'm coming in with children. I used my sense. I had to wait until I have something doing so that I can go into the marriage, so that the equation can balance. So even you as a single girl, this video is also for you. Before you get married, have something doing. Because majority of women that experience domestic violence are women that are jobless. 80% of them are women that don't have money of their own. When they calculate left and right, every month he gives me money. This money, this is where I get my savings from to buy clothes, to buy that, and they will beat you. Some women, after beating them, they will buy you new car, buy you new set of clothes, buy you bone straight, and you still stupidly remain there. One day they will kill you. If you want to misinterpret this video, I don't care. I don't care how you interpret it. I've said what I want to say, and heaven knows I'm speaking the truth. OSINACHI's own is popular now. Everybody talking about it because she's a celebrity. What about women that we don't know? Ndanya amaro ihe na-eme where they are. Not just physical abuse, emotional abuse. So many plenty types of abuse. There is no place in the Bible that they said, if you don't marry, you are going to hell. God does not support divorce. But it is better to die your natural death than to die by the hands of a useless man. Sometimes I don't know how to put it. Sometimes, because of the type of preaching we hear from some pastors, it so confuses us to the point that you will be in a dangerous place and you know that this place is not conducive for me. I am dying and you are still there. When you die, you go to hell. Because God does not support any kind of evil. And beating a woman is evil. Beating your wife is evil. So you as a woman, if you are being beaten and you are saying because you don't want to offend God, God is against divorce, and you stay there and die, claiming that you want to die in righteousness, because so that let it be that you're living with your husband, you want to die in righteousness, you will go to hell. The gate of hell is very wide open for you, waiting for you to enter, because you have led so many other women astray at the same time. They will be saying, after this person stayed, let me stay. The death of this woman touched my spirit, especially when I'm hearing all manner of talks from different places. If she was my sister and I tried to talk to her and she is not listening, I'll call her out. If I have a voice, I will call her out. I will do everything within my powers to make sure that her husband stops hitting her. And trust me, some of these women that are being beaten, at a point they will stop telling you about it. If you care, that is the one that chokes me. At a point, they will no longer share with you. Especially when you keep telling them to leave. At a point, they will see you as an enemy of their marriage. Their husbands will still convince them to see you as an enemy of their marriage. And sometimes when you are so loyal to a church, you are too loyal to a GO, a pastor, a bishop or somebody, that is when you don't want to offend your bishop, your Lord Bishop. You don't want to offend your pastor, your GO, your daddy, your papa. You don't want to offend them. And you remain in an abusive marriage that will take your life. Conclusion, all I want to say in this video before I conclude is that as a body of Christ, as a church, or as a pastor's wife or whoever, please, when a woman is trying to tell you that my husband beats me, try to understand them. When you keep encouraging them to remain in that marriage, they may no longer come to complain to you, but that doesn't mean that the beating has stopped. And the next news you're going to hear is that they have killed them, is that she's dead. Apart from the beating the physical one that you know, what about if they beat you and you now have an internal sickness that will worry you till you die? High blood pressure. When you hear the sound of your husband, your mind will cut. When your husband enters your room uninvited, your mind will cut. You that you're watching this video, sit down to imagine it. Like, imagine being beaten by a man, your husband, that will still come and sleep with you and make you pregnant, and you still carry the children to give birth to them. I can feel the pains of that woman, and it will never be well with that man. I heard he was arrested. We are waiting to see him behind bars. We are waiting to see him suffer so much for what he has done, for wasting a beautiful woman like that. If the family of this OSINACHI did not stand up for their daughter, it's going to be a shame to them. Trust me, it's going to be a very big shame. Now everybody is coming out to talk, but these are things that would have been stopped if only we did the necessary things. So as a GO, as a pastor, as a whoever you represent in somebody's life, a leader over somebody's life, stop advising them to remain in an abusive marriage. Even parents, even some parents, they will tell you, stay there. Do you know what I faced? Your era and our era is not the same. Even so many parents, stay there, don't come back to my house. If eventually you see a woman that came back to her father's house because her husband is beating her, the way they will maltreat that girl will still make her to go back to her husband's house, just so she can gain back her self-respect. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. Even friends, some bad friends, they will tell you to remain there. I can advise you as my friend. If you have issues with your husband and I look at it and balance the equation, I can advise you, take it or leave it. But when you cannot come and tell me that you are beaten, they hit you, and I allow you to remain in that marriage, now me go be the first person that will tell you to leave. Bata they call me bad name. Apart from that, if you are among the class of people that whenever you see a woman that left her marriage, you don't know what she's facing. You don't know the little rumor you hear, piano you run with it. She left her marriage, she left this, she left that. Now that they have killed her, this woman now, will you come and take care of her children for her? You can only post video, do and talk, and that's it. Online broadcasters, free online broadcasters, newscasters. All you want to do is to dig deep into people's life, to castigate and frustrate them. You are one of the reasons why women are still in abusive marriages. And they die there. And God is going to punish you for that. If you are among the class of people that criticize women that left their marriage, God will judge you for that. So please, let us learn to do the right thing at the right time. Follow up with the right thing at the right time. It's quite unfortunate that this woman had to die like this. Even you as a parent, if your male child beats your female child, call them, caution them, tell them that you don't have any right to hit your sister. You don't have any right to hit your sister. Don't ever hit any woman. Teach them early. I remember one incident that happened recently when my sister-in-law visited and her daughter hit Danny. I remember when I heard her daughter hit Danny, I called both of them and I cautioned them. Later, Danny was like, "Mommy, it's because you taught me never to beat a woman." She said, "Girl, that is why. If she had been a boy and she hit me like that, I would have given her the beating of her life." And I applauded him for that. Don't beat a girl. Your strength and her strength is not the same. She is just one of your rib, one bone out of your entire body. And you are boxing and beating her as if tomorrow no day. Wicked souls everywhere, wearing trousers up and down. This thing pepper me for body. And I saw a comment that got me so angry. It's quite unfortunate that that comment is coming from a woman. I don't know when women will learn to stop tearing other women down. I think it was on Instagram that I saw that comment where she said everybody is busy saying her husband beat her. Nobody is asking what she's doing that is making her husband beat her. No matter what she did, a man does not have any right to lay hands on a woman. I am into this type of issues. It has given me enemies. It has given me, I have lost relationships because of this kind of issues. I have been given bad name because of this kind of issues. I don't care, provided I am doing the right thing. I cannot have you as my friend and you are in an abusive marriage. If I talk to you and you fail to listen, I will start avoiding you. That's the truth. I will start avoiding you. So that whenever whatever will happen, I will not be involved or connected in any way. So let me just round up this video. You have heard it. If you're a young girl and you're in an abusive, you're planning to get married, once it gets to the point, I will deal with you. If I slap you or even they slap you, you say, hey, that's how he used to behave when he's angry. You are a fool. He slapped you when he's angry. When he gets more angry, he will beat you. And when his anger raised to 100% level, he will just kill you. Or if you have ever in your lifetime had an encounter with a man that said, I would do anything to you and nothing will happen, run for your life. That man, men, they mean whatever they say. Trust me. They mean it. I don't know if this table I'm shaking now, if there's anybody on this table, I don't care. All I know is that the death of this woman would have been stopped, avoided, if only we did the right thing collectively. As a body of Christ, as a family, as collective effort would have helped stop the death of this woman. Because heaven is not happy that she died like that. In pains, in bitterness. That what's going to be the reputation of our children in future? This one that her father killed her mother. You can imagine that. The daughters may not be able to marry. It can affect them psychologically and otherwise. Her children can be affected by the death of their mother. If you watch tomorrow night, if their female daughters begins to get overprotective of themselves, it is because of what they saw their father do to their mother. It is not their fault. So rounding up this video, I want to say that together we can stop domestic violence. Don't stand and say it is not my business when you see a woman being beaten by her husband. I just finished battling one recently. When you see a woman being beaten by her husband, just say it's not my business. So husband and wife matter. Tell her the truth. Let her take it or leave it. Do your own and leave the rest for God. And if you pray for a man to change and he refuses to change and be using you as punching bag every day, leave the marriage. You, the woman now, I'm talking to the women. Leave the marriage. It's only you that can run for your life. If you stay, they will kill you and marry another wife. Many has been killed and the husband has remarried. Even if they jail them, they will still bail them one day and they will still be free and alive. But you have died. Especially when children are involved. You leave your children behind and die. It's so painful. Let me not dwell so much on this video because I have so much to say. I'll see you guys in my next video.